I never have a bad attitude.
Never.
Never. Every day is like the most wonderful dream. It's like I wake up in a fucking fairy tale.
And help people.
Well,
Oh,
I'm ready for it.
I am going to blow your fucking mind. I don't even know where to start with this one. I saw it last night. I'm like, yep. I don't know where this is going to go, but we're going there. This is a good one.
That scares me. Whenever you're like, I think you're going to like this one, I'm like, oh, fuck.
The probability is
relate.
I'm going to really like it, and you might not fucking like it at all. But either way.
Well, as long as it's not about politics, I'm good.
No, not about politics. Yet. All right. I dug deep for this one.
Okay.
I think this is going to be so good.
You dug deep. By what do you mean? You went back on like...
No, I
Dark
I just kept scrolling and then found it.
Oh, okay.
I did almost no extra work.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. It didn't make sense that you did a bunch of extra work for Reddit.
No.
Okay.
No, just working the thumb. Insane People Facebook. And the title's Alrighty Then.
Alrighty then?
Alrighty Then.
Okay. Alrighty
This
then.
is so good. It spirals out to a point that just drew me into... I want this person to write a book.
Oh.
And narrate the audiobook so I could buy it.
Okay.
This is so good. Facebook is a general in the devil's army of minions.
Fucking A, another religious person.
Oh, so good. They spam your posts with their indoctrinating fact check posts. This is because Facebook was created by and is actually the CIA spying on you with the touch of a keyboard. And the CIA is actually a front for communism in America. My advice to all of my friends is that if you are seeing a post on Facebook that claims to be debunking your conversation with a fact check, you should automatically assume that the opposite of what you are trying or what they are trying to insert into your mind is true. Immediately set off the bullshit alarm and independently investigate the matter. Or when you die, the last thing that will go through your head immediately before your DMT excretion happens will be about how you allowed yourself to be duped by Facebook and the satanic forces that drive it, and thus ending up believing and perhaps even supporting the greatest tyrannical lies in all of history. Your soul may regret it for eons. If I didn't love or care about my friends, I would not waste my time warning you like this. These times call for vigilance. Please wake up and beware of Facebook and its operator, the CIA.
So what they're saying is that before you die, the thing that's going to run through your head is the shit that Facebook told you.
I read it and it's so confusing. I don't know where the fuck to go with it. It was so good.
That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm. Immediately.
Is that immediately right before you die, the only thing that's going to run through your head is all the shit that you believed off of Facebook
and the satanic forces that drove it. I love this.
See, they put the CIA in there. They put religious aspects in there. They put the devil in there. They put all this stuff in there.
For communism.
Yes. Wow.
But then tyrannical was thrown in there, which is different than communism. The best part is I love how Facebook is a general in the devil's army of minions, like a general, not an admiral, right? So it's a step down.
Yeah.
So it's really not that high on the list of hierarchy.
It doesn't have enough stripes and honors to get
There's not enough
high.
stars and stripes on it. You know, it's just.
Well, see again, Here's the...
So
watching... I also think that it's funny that people do this about Facebook. You know, I can kind of see people going off on rants about just the internet in general. Because we think about it. We think about, you and I, we lived without the internet for a very long time. That's just the age that we are. And then we've seen all the things that have happened, you know, since the internet, and then it got bigger and everything. We also watch a shit ton of documentaries about the internet, social media, just everything. Obviously, we watch documentaries on everything. But, you know, again, Facebook, like the most...
It's so wild. I loved it. This is because Facebook was created by and is actually the CIA spying on you with the touch of a keyboard. Why do you put touch of the keyboard? I don't get that. The CIA could just turn on your fucking webcam. You know, they don't need... You don't need Facebook to spy on you, motherfucker. Your posts give them much more information than they're getting from...
And, well, again, here's another person posting this on Facebook.
If I did not love and care about my friends, I would not waste my time warning you like this. These times call for vigilance. But the vigilance doesn't count if he's posting on Facebook.
No, because all of his friends and family are on Facebook.
Can you imagine the moral conundrum this guy went through pushing enter?
I don't think there was any moral conundrum because I don't know.
It's so good. It was so... I saw this and I was like, yes... General in the Devil's Army of Minions. I was like, yeah, done.
Yeah.
Swipe right.
These ones.
I'm in, buddy. It's just...
You know what? I get conspiracy theories. I have some of my... I think everybody has conspiracy theories of their own.
If you don't have a conspiracy theory?
Yes, then you're...
Then I have an issue with you.
Well, we both have conspiracy theories about stuff, but this is taking it to a whole new level.
So good.
And does he spout this type of things to his friends and family to their face? And then what do they say? Or are they all, you know, I mean, hey, families, you know, maybe they all have these conspiracy theories about it. Maybe this is something they've talked about for a long time. I mean, Facebook has been around for a lot of fucking years.
Maybe this guy is the toned down version.
Yeah. Maybe he has like a cousin or an uncle or a mom or a dad or somebody who's just like, they're like... They
don't even have the Facebook.
Yeah. Maybe they're like the culprit in there.
So good.
I don't know. These type of people, I just don't have very much to say about them just because I don't understand. I don't understand it at all. And when you type out something like this, as you were reading that, I'm like, this is so hard to follow.
Well, I was going to point that out. There's one sentence in there, and I was going to count it while you were talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commas. There's 5 commas. The funny thing is punctuation is fucking insane, but the spelling is perfect. Not one misspelled word that I could find, but run-on sentence with 5 commas. And as I was reading it, I'm like, I sound fucking nuts. I am sounding crazy because I am reading this, and it just doesn't make sense.
It jumps all over the place from the devil to the CIA to not capitalism, communism. That it just does not make sense. I mean, the things that run through this person's mind have got to be off the wall. Just,
I would love to share like a pizza and a beer with this person. I would love to dig deep down in there and just chat, see what's up, because this is fascinating. Blew me away. Your soul may regret it for eons.
Yeah.
Eons. Who uses the word eons? millennia? Huh? Infinity? No, fuck. Eons.
I don't know.
I loved it.
Yeah, no. I can't even comprehend people like this. I just can't. And then to do the one thing that they say is all of those things is to then fucking post it to Facebook.
They hit enter. They wrote this out. The fucking gears are spinning. And at the end
because they're going to save people on Facebook.
If he didn't love his friends, I would not waste my time warning you like this. I love it. And then at the end, and just, you got to think, going through his head, and he's sitting there staring at a computer and goes, yeah, boyfriend 30 does not give me 29 any compliments. He says he does not know how to give or receive compliments. Is it possible to not know how to say compliments? We have been together for almost 4 months, and over the whole time, I've heard maybe 2 compliments from him in total. One regarding my ass, and the other regarding my sexual performance. Also, whenever I compliment him, he denies it.
Is that it?
That's it. Well, there's a little short, you know how it shortens it up.
Yeah. I'm awkward when people give me compliments.
Are you?
Yeah. Like when you're like, honey, you're so beautiful. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Okay. I think after 20 years, it could maybe sink in and you just accept it. And
no, I just think, no, it is. It's a personality thing. I think that it can make you feel either uncomfortable or awkward or, and you've only been together 4 months.
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to just, because there's all that stuff out there right now. It's really coming to light about narcissists and like gaslighting and love bombing. And so what if he's trying, just to not seem like he's love bombing you?
I don't know. I mean, one compliment regarding my ass and the other regarding my sexual performance. They've been together 4 months. You got to wonder, how did they cement this dating relationship? Like, thumbs up? Like, hey.
How do you even cement a dating relationship nowadays?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Swipe right twice? I have no fucking clue.
I don't know.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
I don't want to ever know how it works.
I don't either. Well, yeah, I just think you've been together 4 months. Yeah. I just don't even know. What kind of compliments is she looking for? Like, is it an everyday thing?
I don't know.
Because I joke around about it, but there's about not being able to take a compliment. But I mean, there's times where, we wake up in the morning and you're like, morning, beautiful. And I'm like, morning, babe. Like, or thank you. Or like, it's a nice thing to wake up. But what are you wanting him to?
I don't know.
I mean, it's 4 months. It's not, I couldn't imagine that it would be that serious.
I don't know. Maybe compliments as far as, I mean, no compliments ever. Like, hey, honey, that was great chicken Alfredo. Like, I appreciated that. That's a compliment, right?
Yeah.
Does she not get those? I mean.
Well, I mean, they've only been together 4 months. Like, what if.
She hasn't made him chicken Alfredo yet? How the fuck do you lock anyone down nowadays?
Yeah, okay. No. On that subject, remember when I made you...
Stir fry?
No, that Mexican rice?
Yeah.
It was horrible,
so
and it was
bad.
burnt, and there was no flavor, like, and you just sat there. I mean, this was early on in our relationship.
No.
Yeah, it was.
2 years? We weren't married yet.
No, it was the Laura Street.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it was like.
So
it was very beginning.
It was.
And I think this is well before I ever made you stir fry or chicken Alfredo or anything. It was like one of the first things I ever like cooked for you, and it was absolutely horrible. And you were just trying to be nice, and you were sitting there and you were trying to choke down this rice, and I'm like, this is fucking disgusting. And you're just like,
it's not great.
It's not great. You know, like in the beginning,
but
maybe some people just don't know like what to say and how to compliment things.
I think that's just being polite. Like,
I know, but I'm using it as an example of like maybe he just doesn't know her, I don't know, love language. There's a lot of shit out there about that now too.
Oh God. No. You know, maybe he's just not good at giving compliments, taking compliments. Maybe he has really low self-esteem or confidence, right?
Right.
And that confidence isn't there. So when someone says, hey, you know what? You did a really good job. You can't take it because your whole, upbringing.
Because you see yourself different or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think everything you do just isn't good enough.
Right.
So that might be just a confidence thing. Maybe her compliments over time, if they are happy together, those compliments over time will build that self-esteem. And he won't second guess himself. And he won't say, I'm not deserving of a compliment. That's just fucking simple.
Well, yeah. I mean, and like we said, again, it's 4 months in. How often do they see each other this 4 months in?
I don't know.
How often is he not giving compliments? I mean, do you want like a party?
I don't know.
To celebrate that you
made great chicken Alfredo.
Showed up on time.
Showed up on time. You put gas in your car.
You didn't run out of gas and have to call him.
You went and got an oil change all on your own.
Yeah.
I don't know. I assume
that's just the thing. Yeah. You know what? I don't think that it's unusual because I have a hard time with compliments. I tried it. I don't know. I feel like sometimes, Yeah,
but over time, you might have felt that way 20 years ago. But I mean, I can compliment you now. And do you second guess my compliment?
No, that's what I'm saying. They're only 4 months into this. And they're like, have you said anything to him? Like, do compliments make you uncomfortable? Or, I mean, again, I think no matter what, most of our advice or comments on anything is just to fucking communicate.
Yeah, you got to have a conversation. You got to have hard conversations to get to times that are easy. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you have because you're having that conversation in your head. And if you're sitting next to someone that you're with, whether it be a couple months, couple years, you have to have that conversation with them. Yeah. Not in your head. People probably get stuck in their head.
Or with the internet.
I'd put it on.
What's the top comment on this?
The top comment?
Yeah.
Yes, it is possible to not have experience with comments and be bad at both giving and receiving them. If he is otherwise good and he's willing to try to improve, I recommend you give him some examples of good compliments and explain to him what you look for in a compliment. And explain how to receive a compliment politely. At 30, he's a bit old to be learning this, but people have various skills that fall through the cracks all the time.
Well, I mean, I agree, but also this is only like 4 months in. I don't know, I get it. Like 30 is older to be doing this, but what if in past relationships, he has given, all those compliments and somebody that he was with didn't take compliments well. So he just stopped.
I don't know.
I mean, it really, go fucking talk to him. If you can't have a conversation about getting and receiving compliments at 4 months in,
yeah,
leave.
The only thing I don't like about the comment is I recommend you give him some examples of good compliments and then explain to him what to look for in a compliment.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Well, I do like to say, you know what? I do need compliments that aren't just about my body or physically. Okay, that's a fine thing to say. But if I say that, I don't feel like I need to give you examples.
I don't want to force anything. If you can't give me a compliment on the day-to-day interactions within our relationship, I can't help you.
Yeah.
I can't force them. I'd like to schedule a compliment at about 5 o'clock on Thursday when I'm having a little meltdown.
Right.
You know.
And I would like you to compliment this part of me and not this part of me. And that's what I'm saying is, fine. The two examples that she gave were more physical type things. So I would just say, you know what, sometimes, you know, maybe if all the compliments you give weren't just about being like physical or whatever is fine, you know, but can you throw something else in there?
Yeah, maybe something about, you know, cooking some Spanish rice.
Jesus.
All right. Insane people, Facebook.
Okay.
Satan wants you to delete Facebook.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
I went silent on Bookface because I got scared. I let Satan start whispering in my ear again. My declaration is Satan is right when he says, you're not worthy. You're not a good person. My works won't save me. But God came here as Jesus to save us all. And if we believe, and I believe on Jesus, period, stop following man. That's it. Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
It's so good. I love how it went.
So Satan created Facebook.
Is the reason Facebook is there is because of Satan.
I think that if you have to say that about any social media. I don't think you can just call one out. I think Facebook is one of the
tamer ones.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What? So.
I love that this person made the post on Facebook.
Right. So he obviously has not shut down their Facebook.
No.
They made the post on Facebook saying that Facebook is the devil.
I went silent on Bookface because I got scared.
We do this, though.
I know.
The books and the faces.
The books and the faces.
The grams and the instas.
I went silent on Bookface because I got scared. I let Satan start whispering into my ear again. Like, the guy probably, and I'm assuming it's a guy. The person, maybe it's a lady. I don't know. Who knows?
Just the person.
The person. Probably saw some, you know, twerking yoga videos and was like, holy shit, this is the devil. And it gave them impure thoughts. And that's why they've been silent on Facebook. I blew your mind. I blew your mind.
You did. I don't even understand this. I don't understand. Well, and then he's saying, or they are saying, I let the devil creep back in and then posted this whole thing on Facebook.
And then put it on Facebook. That's the best part.
I know.
My declaration is Satan is right when he says, you're not worthy. You're not a good person. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that there's some other issues there.
I know. I wish the comments for it popped up, but it was just a screenshot of this post.
Yeah.
But it's fantastic. I love, again, they are obviously having some type of mental issue. I don't love that part, but what I'm saying is that mental issue is creeping out, and then what they did was they believe that Satan is whispering in their ear on Facebook, and their first thoughts, let's post this on fucking Facebook.
I want to know what the fuck they follow and what's on their Facebook, because my shit's not like that.
No.
Facebook is so calm, and it's, yeah.
I got rid of Facebook because it was too calm.
You barely even had Facebook.
Barely even had it, didn't need it, and got rid of it.
Yeah, but the devil wasn't whispering in my ear. I just thought it was fucking boring. Yeah. I don't know. That's just weird.
It's great.
I
was trying to throw a curveball at you.
Yeah, well, well, this is one of the things that I like and also don't like about social media, because one, I do like it because, it does show like the crazier side of people, But on the other side, you start to get scared because you see the crazy side of people.
Well, and I see this stuff and I feel so bad that someone is having this in their head, because this doesn't scream, I'm having a bad day. This screams, I'm having serious mental issues that I need to talk to someone about. And the last thing I need to be on is social media. That's what this post tells me. Yeah. Like, there's large underlining issues, and obviously they aren't being taken care of. And it worries me and makes me feel bad for the person.
It does. It does. I feel like there's been stuff ingrained in them to say that it's very, very strong to say that the devil is whispering to me. That's very strong. It feels like, because you know me, I watch a lot of things on cults and different religions, because I grew up with like no religion.
Sounds like schizophrenia.
Well, no, it sounds like something ingrained in you, like those cults or those really strong things, to where when you're a kid and they say things to them, like if you have an impure thought, that's the devil. And then they tell you what your impure thoughts are. And so they're putting in your head, anytime you think of anything like this related to this, it could be sexual, it could be, anything really. It sounds like this person's been indoctrinated with some sort of, it's like religious guilt.
Yes. This comment's fantastic. I love it. I have said it before. Satan sometimes does come up with some great ideas. And you're putting this on Facebook or Reddit, right, wherever. And you got to think, a lot of these people are going to be commenting and it's going to be funny. They're just going to crack a joke, get a couple likes, move on. This person might spiral the fuck out because of these.
That's the scary side of the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, really is. It's the scary side of the internet of that. Yes. And this person did not post this to Reddit. They posted it to their own personal Facebook. So maybe those comments are not as harsh as Reddit would be, but you're right.
That is a Reddit comment. It is a Reddit comment. That doesn't show the Facebook comments. So someone posted this is a Reddit comment, but it was just.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, because it is Facebook. It's not TikTok, it's not Instagram, it's not all those ones where just randomly people can start following you, because Facebook, as long as your account's private or whatever, you have to accept everybody who's going to be on there. So maybe the people commenting on his actual Facebook or their Facebook post are not going to be as harsh as Reddit. But I mean, it sounds like religious indoctrination.
It's fantastic.
It is and it isn't.
I love extreme fundamental religions.
Well, okay, so I love to learn about them. I don't love them, but I love to learn about them. I have done so much research and read so many books about the FLDS, Scientology, Christian ones, Catholic ones, ones that people just came up with, and because they can sell themselves, they have all of these followers. There's one like in the South, like towards the East Coast, and it was just one church, but it was absolutely insane what this leader of the church did and got people to do. And so that's why I say it's religious indoctrination. There's something in there that has been ingrained in them about the devil, and I love learning about all those things because I don't get it.
I don't know. I think some of the top business ideas of 2023 should be start a cult. Because people believe the most insane shit.
We used to talk about starting a cult.
Yeah.
What was it? Bacon and whiskey?
Bacon and whiskey.
It was a bacon and whiskey cult.
Yeah. Sundays, you get together, you have, breakfast, some bacon, and then you watch a little football. People come over, hand you money that they worked for hard.
Yeah.
And then I felt too awkward with, the sexual side of it. I just felt that.
Well, not all cults are sexual.
Well,
I mean, those are the ones that
they could be.
You're thinking of, but not all of them are. Yeah, I've done enough research on all of them, read all the books and memoirs, and
I didn't.
The shit's crazy.
I didn't feel like branding was a good look for the cult. So yeah, it was just bacon and whiskey.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be a hit.
Yeah.
Up here in Montana, Sundays, bacon whiskey. Come on by.
And then don't, because we don't like people in our house.
This motherfucker knocked on my door at 8 a.m.
on fucking Sunday.
On Sunday?
Are you insane?
There's a drop box.
It's not
outside.
what we fucking do.
Put the envelope in the drop box.
Yeah, and then go to your own house and eat bacon.
And eat bacon and whiskey.
Yeah, drink whiskey and watch fucking football in your own house.
I haven't overcomplicated this cult. I've made it the easiest cult ever. I want almost nothing to do with you. Just the money, the bacon, and the whiskey.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think, this person, I feel bad for them. It's rough.
It's rough because I read it.
And you and I have different ideas about religion just because you grew up being a pastor's son. Mm-hmm. And then I grew up with no religion. Yeah. I mean, I went to church a few times. I can probably put it on one hand how many times I went to church with my sister. And then minus the year in the Christian home for troubled teens that I went to. But other than that, I have very little religion in my background.
Yeah. Ironically, you were more sinful there.
That's going to be a story for another day.
That's a different story. Insane People, Facebook.
Good.
And yes, all of the women agreed husbands should ignore women. That's the title.
That's the title?
That's the title.
All of the women agreed husbands should ignore women. So this is a drastic... Yeah, no, I think I already kind of know where this is going. And I think I fucking already disagree.
Okay, this was posted on Facebook. It looks like it was posted to a group. The group is Wild Betrayed because porn addiction plus emotional affairs are trauma too.
Okay.
Me and my husband have been getting in a few arguments lately. We're out shopping and he sees some young female he used to work with at one of his old jobs. He stops and starts talking to her, and this makes me angry. As he is trying to introduce me and our kids to her, I storm off. I really don't care to know her. I don't think interaction with female coworkers should go beyond hi, how are you? The work-related stuff, he said, and work-related stuff. He says I'm being ridiculous. I think those doors to conversation shouldn't be opened. I don't think I'm wrong. He says he was just being nice because she is a human. Yeah, my husband should leave other human beings to talk to her.
And all these fucking women answering this are agreeing? That right there is you have absolutely no trust in your partner.
Yeah, that's
none.
crazy.
Like none. Remember when you and I used to go to the bar and we had those friends? Oh my God, I cannot remember, but I worked at the deli and she was really skinny, remember? Yes. And we would go out to the clubs.
And he was fucking weirdo.
Yeah, so we would be, us girls would be out on the dance floor at the club, having a good time, having drinks. The guys, a lot of the time, you guys would be sitting at the table and you were sitting there and her and, we probably had like 3 or 4 people with us. like different couples, and he would stand up
and stare
and
at
just
her.
stare at her, and it was so fucking creepy. And then I remember one time he was standing in line to get a drink. Obviously, lines are super long. You know, I'm this cute young girl. I go up to the front, and I start talking to this guy, and he buys me a drink. And he went back and told you, and you were like, fucking great. That just saved me money. And he was like irate. He was like, you need to understand that, you know, your girl was like talking to some guy at the bar and he bought her a drink. And you were like, didn't she just come back to the table with me? And isn't she dancing with me? And isn't she going home with me? I think that every human can acknowledge and see like attraction in other people. That's normal. It's perfectly fine.
I knew this one would get you going.
Oh, it fucking pisses me off so much when anybody, like if a girl is really mad at her man for talking to another man, if a man is really mad that his, you know, girl is talking to another man, get the fuck over it. People can have conversations.
It's almost like this woman is standing, was it in a mall?
I was just going to say, is it in a mall? Because it seems like...
Shopping.
So shopping. A mall, Target, fucking whatever.
And magically, if her husband says hi to this old coworker in the middle of Walmart, she's going to just start sucking his dick.
Yeah.
That's a probability in this woman's head.
Right.
It's fucking bonkers.
Well, and going out, you like to fuck with people. Whether it's...
I do.
Whether it is the person at the coffee stand, whether it's the server at a restaurant, whether it's the checkout person at the grocery store, you just like to fuck with people. So if I thought that, remember in Idaho, there's that coffee stand and you kept telling me, you're like, I think she really likes me. And I'm like, she's the same way. She had the big curly hair. She's the one who owned it.
Oh,
and you would, yes.
The MILF.
Yes, the MILF. And you would always, and I would die laughing because I would be the one ordering and you're in the passenger seat and you would like lean over and like lean closer to the window just to chat with her. And you're like, I think she likes me. And I'm like, she fucking just wants to make your coffee, make a tip, and like move our fucking car out of the way. Like I worked in a coffee stand for a very long time, so I know exactly what that's like. You are chipper, you're perky, you laugh at the fucking dumb shit that they say, aka your words.
Yeah.
And then they move on, and I just think that it just bothers me when people do this. What are you scared of? Are you scared that she's literally going to, in front of your children, just start sucking his dick in the middle of shopping?
I don't know. I love these ones because there's so much crazy that comes out. They're together. They're married.
They have children.
They have children. They built a life together. And she is worried about
a coworker.
An old coworker. Not even
a current coworker.
Not even a work wife. You know,
trying to introduce her to her. Yeah. So it's not like he just completely fucking ignored her. And, you know, the girl's like, oh, how's your life? And, you know, what are you up to? And he's like, oh, nothing. And his wife and fucking 2 kids are standing there. No, that didn't happen.
I don't know.
Oh, people like this just fucking irritate the fuck out of me.
I knew it. I knew this one would get you. I was thinking of this guy I used to work with. I remember. And... you know, the town's small, right? And
a guy you used to work with here?
Here.
Okay.
In town. And it was one of the big bars.
Yeah.
Down the street, right? And there's only a couple bars here, so it's easy to...
We have like 4 bars, 5 bars.
You know, I mean, you get drunk in any gas station, but bars...
Yeah.
And he was telling me that, you know, and this is when, you know, years ago when we would still go out, maybe Friday nights, have a couple drinks, you know, go into public. And then he was telling me that his wife would get mad at him. I don't think it was extreme scenario, but she would get mad at him if he tipped the bartender.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not joking.
Oh, so now you have a jealous bitch and he's not allowed to fucking tip? Okay. Being a previous server
I knew this one
and bartender,
I knew it would do it.
That is fucked up. It is not this wife's fucking place to say that this woman is not doing a good job at her job. If she's sitting there and she's getting him drinks and making it to where he's having a good time, and by that I mean, you know, like small chit chat, and because that's like their job. Their job is to keep you there, keep you drinking and spending money and having a good fucking time.
This was no
so
chit-chat.
If you have a bartender who just walks up and is like, what the fuck do you want, and is slow and whatever, you're just going to get frustrated, and you're not going to, either you're going to leave, you're not going to go into that bar when that bartender's working, anything. Like, you need to have that good, you know, attitude to be able to do that. So not only is this bitch fucking jealous because somebody's serving her husband a fucking beer, well, then maybe you should serve him better fucking drinks and beer at home. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, maybe pull down his pants and give him a fucking blowjob while, you know, and then he probably won't go out to the fucking bar.
Well, and it was...
Because he might like being home a little bit more.
They would go out together with friends, right? And probably knew handful. I knew him from
I don't
work.
feel like she has friends.
She probably has friends that are in the same group.
Fucking group is that? So infuriating.
But yeah, he was telling me, and it wasn't the bartender or waitress coming to the table. It was have to go grab a beer from the bar.
Yeah.
Walk up.
There's not many bars here that have people who walk around and serve you.
order a beer, drink, whatever. Pay exactly what it was for it, and then walk away.
No, fuck that.
Dude, it was, he told me this, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, your wife's so, he's like, no, she's really jealous. And I'm like, jealous of what? And he's like, I just can't talk, you know, like.
Jealous that this woman's making more money? Because she's doing her fucking job and doing great at it?
It blew me away.
Oh, that shit infuriates me.
I love it.
Oh, you know, this is this is also part of why we don't really go out, because it drives me nuts when people are up there, the bar's fucking busy. And I mean, and I think this is just coming from working in restaurants, working in bars, doing things like that for a long time, you know, when we were younger. And if somebody's busy and they're just trying really hard and they have a great fucking attitude, I mean, they deserve those tips. Do you understand what it's like to deal with drunk motherfuckers when you have to be sober and keep a good attitude? Like, that shit's hard. And they earn that fucking money.
And your attitude is going to directly affect this person's night for the night.
Yeah.
You know, just her mood or his mood or whoever, you know, server at a restaurant, whatever. So it absolutely just blew me the fuck away.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys got a couple kids. I was like, and you aren't the most attractive dude at all. And I'm like, so I don't understand what this extra dollar tip for a beer is going to magically get you. Yeah. I just don't get it. And she was legit jealous.
I feel like she's one of those ones where they go out with a group of friends, like a group of couples, and he is not allowed to talk to any of the women that are right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that.
We had a friend like that. Yeah. He was not, I thought this man hated me for fucking 20 years because he barely said a few words to me. You knew him a lot less time than I did. And I knew him drastically better. He fucking spoke to you all the time. And I didn't understand until they got a divorce that it was, even though we were hanging out in their house, she was right there. He still was not allowed to talk to me. And I just don't understand. I mean, you're right fucking there. You can hear all the words that are being said. It's not like somebody's sitting there being like, hey, let's go fucking sneak off to the bathroom and da-da-da-da. I mean, that insane amount of jealousy, that is a fucking mental issue right there.
It's fantastic.
There's something,
I knew this one would
get and then you. Fucking, I mean, come on.
I know. I knew it would get you. I was so excited when I saw it.
I hate that. I don't understand it. And I do want to be clear. I do understand, like, having insecurity. When I was younger, I was a lot more insecure. But I also think that you just have to figure out how to get around it, because it's not fun or helpful or anything to anybody else around you for you to be that insecure.
Or to go
that ruins everybody else's time as well, not just yours.
Or to go through life like that. I couldn't imagine going to a restaurant or a bar or whatever, and a guy talk to you and be polite. Okay. Now we're older. It's not like we're going to buy drinks for other people or whatever, no. But I couldn't imagine being at the point where if a guy was talking to you and being polite, say he asked you to dance or he wanted to buy you a drink or was just having a 30-second conversation while you waited for drinks.
Yeah.
And somehow it affected me negatively. I'd be like, man, what the fuck is my problem? I've been with her for 20 years. Is she magically going to fucking move out?
Well, even before that, when we were younger and we would go to the bars and the clubs, you know, when we didn't live in such a small town, that we didn't, it wasn't an issue.
No,
it wasn't an issue because, I mean, it would be an issue if I went to the bar to get a drink and somebody started talking to me and next thing you know, we're making out and you're walking up. That would be a fucking issue.
Yeah.
But talking to somebody or having a drink bought for you or you're dancing on the fucking floor and somebody walks up behind you and starts dancing with you. Like where is all this insecure? Oh, I just hate it.
Oh,
I fucking hate it.
I knew this one would do it.
Drives me nuts.
I'm so excited.
I wake up like a ray of fucking sunshine. I never have a hard day.
I'm glad you woke up before me. I was going to keep sleeping.
I didn't.
And then you brought me coffee.
You woke me up and I was like, fuck it.
I didn't wake you up.
Yeah, you did.
What did I do?
You were moving and breathing and doing all the things that were like annoying me first thing in the morning. And I was like, I just have to get the fuck up and get coffee before I start his day like he started mine.
Well, you slept so much longer than I did, so you're welcome. All right. Here's one.
Okay.
From relationships.
Okay.
Okay. It says, am I, 25 female, having a grass is greener moment about my boyfriend, 25 male, or should we generally break up? Hi, Reddit. My boyfriend, 25 male, and I, 25 female, have been together for 7 years, and while I love him lots, I've been thinking that we should maybe break up. Apparently she doesn't love him that much.
You love him lots, but it's just been coming to your mind that you need to break up.
I should break up with him. The main catalyst is that he's been embracing a more feminine gender identity and expression. While I support this for him and I want him to live his most authentic life, this has really lessened my physical attraction to him.
Okay.
I've been spending lots of time recently longing for the opportunity to be physical with / date other men. My boyfriend is the only person I've ever slept with, and for the first time in a relationship, I'm starting to regret that. It doesn't help that our sex life in our relationship has absolutely dropped off a cliff and now doesn't exist. Obviously, every relationship slows down, has rough patches, especially after this many years.
Wait, she's 23 and he's 25?
They're both 25.
Oh,
wait, hold on. No, they're both 25.
And they've been together for 7 years.
7 years.
So since they were 18.
How do I know if these are issues to work on or signs that it's time to move on? Reddit, please help me. Complete strangers are going to help her.
Well, I mean, that's what Reddit is. And
I know.
You know, complete strangers are going to be like, get the fuck away from him. And then some are going to be like, you have to stick with him through this. You know, she can also support him like as a friend after. I mean, most people when they break up aren't friends with the people. But I mean, if it's good for him, whatever he wants to do. But if she no longer has like a sexual attraction to that's a fucking problem.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, you know, whatever it is. Sometimes you just stop being like attracted to people in that way. It doesn't even necessarily have to be just about this. They could have had other problems like that. But sex isn't like the only thing in a relationship, but it's also a very important part of a relationship. So
attraction, sexual attraction, intimacy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard because you're 25 and you think, oh my God, this is going to be the biggest decision I'm going to ever make, you know, relationship wise or whatever. And you're like, you got tons of other decisions throughout your life that will, you know, guide where you're going to be.
And she's also only 25, and this is the only person she's ever slept with.
Yeah, I'd at least knock out a couple.
Well, I just, you know, you think about couples when they get older and that's all they've ever had. You know, some are perfectly okay with it, and then some go through that, I don't know, you can call it a midlife crisis, you can call it whatever the fuck you want, but they start to be like, is there anything else out there? What else is out there? I've never experienced it's like I don't know if it's necessarily the grass is greener for that. I think it's,
what am I missing?
Yeah. Like, what else is out there? Just it's the unknown.
It's the unknown. Exactly. And a lot of people don't realize that the known is so much better than the unknown. Now, drastically different when you're single, right?
Yes.
Now, if she's going online and having these feelings, it's kind of like she's answered her own question. In my mind, you're not physically attracted to the guy.
The physical's done.
At least that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
There's no sex or intimacy. And she's going on the internet and asking strangers if she should break up with their boyfriend.
I think she's been thinking about this for longer than that. I mean, you go through it, you know, and I don't know. You say that, you know, the grass is greener where you are. And that is true in a lot of cases, but they're so young.
I know.
That's the thing where, you know,
we were young. We
were 22 when we were married.
I know.
But that doesn't mean that we never slept with other people.
Well, yeah, create a baseline and you're like, okay,
yeah,
this is much better than.
Well, and that's what I'm saying is you can always say, yeah, the grass is, you know, greener where you are, or, you know, whatever. But you know, with being so young and together for so long, so they've been together since they were 18. Have they ever lived on their own without each other?
Yeah.
Have they ever, you know, just had fun with friends and going out and doing things without being together? I mean, just like had that life.
Yeah. I almost feel that she and him have to have a real adult conversation, because if you're 25 and you are not actively trying to fuck your girlfriend, there's something going on in his head as well. And she needs to get to that point, because he's not obviously happy or attracted to her or wants to have any intimacy. So all her questions could be answered by having a conversation with this guy.
Well, absolutely. I mean, most of the things on Reddit that's like asking advice could really pretty much be solved with a conversation. A lot of them hard conversations. But
I think she has to have it either way. I mean,
yeah,
they both do.
Yeah,
if she's feeling like this, it's not going to end well.
Well, if she's feeling like this and then, you know, stays with him and maybe they go on to get married, or maybe they go on for another 5 years and then, you know, decide to split up, whatever, like, is it worth it when you're that young?
No.
And don't have a lot of experiences in relationships.
Exactly. I mean, the one, you know, them or him being, you know, the only person she's been with isn't a big deal if you're happy and you're not having these thoughts or these second thoughts and feeling this way. But if you are having these, you know, thoughts, I just don't see how.
Well, and also, how long has she been feeling this way?
Yeah.
Did she just start feeling this way and is like, fuck it, I'll go to Reddit because that's what people do? I mean, or has she been feeling like this for the last year? or a year and a half or 2 years or 6 months or whatever it is. And I mean, because that's also a factor. Yep. You know, if you've been feeling like this for a year, you know, I think you just answered your own fucking question.
I mean, yeah, you felt like this for, I mean, we were young, and I never once thought, man, I just don't want to be with her. I need to move out. I need to move on. And
yeah, but like I said, we also lived our lives before each other. Mm-hmm. We lived on our own. We lived in houses with people, you know, party houses. We were self-sufficient, as in, like, just not...
We didn't need each other. We wanted to be with each other. Exactly. But also, if you've never experienced that and you've never experienced the struggles of living on your own and only being able to rely on yourself, then you don't understand what it's like to have to do that, and then to find somebody who wants to support you. And I'm not talking financially, but just emotionally, you know, physically, all of those things, and realize how nice it is and that you're willing to put the effort into that. I just think, yeah, I would just have to know how long she's actually been thinking about it. Because if it's been a long time, it's like, cut the cord, get the fuck out. Yeah.
Figure something out. Stay single for a while. Have fun. Hang out with friends.
Yeah. I think a lot of people kind of, they get complacent, and maybe it just overall becomes easier to be in this situation. You live together, rent's cheaper, that you have a routine.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you don't have that independence before you're in this committed relationship, and then you know, you can't look back on it and say, this person being there for me when I need them, like really need them, sit down, talk, this is how I'm feeling, and they can just listen and be there for you, is more than any financial that you can have with a roommate, you know, that you're dating.
Yeah.
I don't think people, or maybe some people, obviously, but realize how complacent you can get in something. And if you can't sit back and appreciate what the other person does for you, like just emotionally, just listening.
Well, but also, I mean, to put it out there, there have been times in our relationship that we've gotten complacent.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've been together 20 years. So there's definitely times that we've gotten complacent, but that's where it's having that conversation and just saying, you know, what the fuck?
Well, and I think you have to at least acknowledge, like, we're in this routine, we're in a rut. What are we going to do about it?
Because it's not just one person. It's what are we going to do about it? Not, oh, he needs to change or she needs to change. It's what are we going to do about it? We always say it's you and I against the world. That's what happened when we got married.
Yeah. And
is we became a team, and yes, we have family, everything else, but it's still, no matter what, it comes down to you and me.
Yeah.
Against everything. So if you don't feel like this person is your person to
find that person,
your ultimate teammate, just be done.
Yeah. You're gonna fight life if you don't feel that, you know, comfort and that sense of security, that sense of attractiveness.
Yeah.
I mean, because you got to think about it.
Well, and they've been together 7 years.
They're only 25, so yeah.
Yeah, you got a ways to go.
You got a bit to go. And
choose wisely.
Choose wisely, you know. It's like that, that term when you're hiring someone. Take that time to put the effort in before you hire someone. But cut quick.
Yeah.
You fire them fast and then slow to hire. You know, and it's the same thing with relationships. Can you rely on that person to be there for you? Yeah. Are they selfish? At the end of the day, do they even care how you feel?
Right. Well, I also just think with this person, so she's saying that she's never had sex with anybody else. They've been together 7 years. They're 25. She's asking this question. It's already running through her head. What else is out there? Because I've never had it and I've never experienced it. So in my mind, I'm like, you're probably always going to have these feelings throughout all of it because you literally have never had anything else or anybody else.
Yeah. Go find someone you are attracted to that is there for you. Not saying this guy isn't there for her.
No, I get that. But see, I'm also just saying go out and have fun. Go out on dates. I'm not saying you have to sleep with everybody, but go out on a bunch of different dates. Hang out with different friends, different types of people. Like,
personalities.
Yeah, get to know what you actually like and what you actually want because you only know one thing. You only know one thing. You only know one, this one very significant relationship. So go out and try new things, try new things to meet new people to where you get different personalities put into it.
Agreed. Cut bait.